Hey people, welcome back to Business Mindset. You can earn money in any way that you want to. Becoming wealthy, however, has a few simple rules to it. You have to follow them to understand money. In this video, we'll be discussing these rules that will help you earn a lot. Check your expenditure and figure out how to live comfortably with whatever you make. Go by these rules and we can assure you that you'll be able to take care of what you earn as well as watch it grow. In this video, we'll be talking top 10 rules of money. Watch to the very end as all the rules are very important. Number 10. Never spend money before you earn it. Spending the money you haven't earned yet is a great way to avoid being wealthy. One of the biggest reasons people can't seem to get rich is because they borrow money and spend it on things they don't actually need. You can blame advertising for constantly marketing products people can't afford. These advertisements promise you happiness and fulfillment when in reality you shouldn't really be spending it on this stuff. Some people believe this excessive spending is due to the fact that people really don't teach you to avoid spending money before you earn it. The truth is, you know what you're doing when you spend a ton of money using a credit card that you know you will have to pay off eventually. People spend this money because they live with only the present in mind. They want these items now, so they get them now without thinking of the future. It is a constant cycle that can be broken once you learn that in order to get wealthy, you can't spend what you don't have. Number 9. Don't let money get bored. Did you ever think your money could get bored? Well, it can. And when it is bored, it can decide to run off to someone else that knows what to do with it. Money needs to circulate in order to stay alive. Keep in mind that money loses value when it sits and will grow in value as it is used. If you kept a chunk of cash in a savings and let it sit for 10 years, the value will be much lower than what it started out with. This is all due to inflation. That means costs of living increases as well, and so does property prices and many other things. That chunk of cash won't really mean much at this point. You can set aside a bit of money for stuff like an emergency fund, but use the rest of your money to protect your wealth through things like investments. You need to build and grow your money in order to become wealthy. Number 8. Money will solve your money problems. There are tons of people out there that believe money will solve all of their problems. Other people say money won't solve any problems. Well, the truth is, money will solve your money problems. Nothing more, nothing less. Think of money like a key. It can only open certain locks. Money can help you get a roof over your head or some food on your plate, but it won't solve problems with your friends and family. Money works for money issues. Many people will only see money problems, and that is because most of their issues involve the need to purchase essential goods. But there are many other issues out there that don't involve money. If you are having problems gaining the attention of some new co-workers, you may think flaunting a fancy car or inviting them over to your big house will get them to like you. They might be interested at first, but since it isn't a money problem, this will not be a permanent fix. Number 7. People with money are not always wealthy people. At number 7 on this list, we are going to take a look at what wealth means. How do you know if you are wealthy or not? Wealth can be seen as a time in your life where your desires are now your reality. Just because you have money doesn't mean you have everything that you want. Wealth takes time, and you need to build upon many areas of your personal life in order to achieve true wealth. You need balance with your relationships, finances, emotions, and desires. Keeping all of that in check can assure you that you can become wealthy. As we have learned, wealth is much more than just money. So people with a lot of money may be rich, but they are not always wealthy. The goal should be to be wealthy, so you know that you can live comfortably and intelligently within your means. Number 6. Don't let money seduce you. Seduce the money. Money can be dangerous and risky. It has many tricks that can fool you. Tools in the hands of a professional can be beneficial, but in the hands of someone that doesn't know how to use it, it can be dangerous. That is like money. Money has a chance to seduce you. It will show you what you can do with it. It is easy to fall for the charming allure of money. And how could you not? Money taunts you and tells you that it can fulfill your biggest desires. Don't let this happen to you, because that is how money can slip away from you. As soon as you spend it because of that charm, you lose. You've seen this happen to lottery winners. They win millions of dollars and they start dreaming of what they can spend it on. They start buying things they don't need, and the money leaves them instead of grows. Don't let the charm get to you. You need to be the one that seduces the money. Number 5. The more you learn, the more you earn. What is learning? Learning is when you acquire knowledge that can be transformed into value for your own personal growth. With learning, it can also help others. You can be the most knowledgeable person when it comes to trivia, but if that trivia isn't valuable, then it won't matter in your pursuit for wealth. That is the distinction between knowledge and trivia. Focus what you learn about on knowledge that will help you grow. Your goal should be to escape an average day-to-day life. Most of us start off in a pretty mediocre way, but we shouldn't be stagnant. We should all grow from there. Learn to build and become better. Then follow through with it. Without proper execution, none of this would even matter. Learning is important when it comes to earning, because if you advance in your field, you could earn more. The money will be attracted to you. Number 4, be a money magnet. The idea of becoming a money magnet involves a lot more than just some positive thinking. To become a magnet for money, don't chase it. Think of it like some teenage love advice. If you chase it, it won't be attracted to you. Chasing money just proves that you are always behind. When you are behind, you can rarely ever get ahead of it. You don't have money because you always see yourself in a race with it, always trying to catch up. That is your reality, and it is a bad habit that needs to be broken. The more you chase money, the faster money will run away from you. Next thing you want to think about is attracting money. You need to make yourself valuable. Use the previous advice of learning to earn. Your skills will help make you valuable and will draw money to you. When you are valuable, people will want you to help solve their problems. This translates into more pay, thus you become a money magnet without having to chase it. Number 3, you need to have emergency funds. Emergency funds are something that you may already have heard of. They are different than savings because this is a type of fund set aside in the event that you don't have budget for extraneous spending. When budgeting, you should keep some money left over that will be your emergency fund. This money isn't a large amount that will lose value over time. Instead, it is more like a save it for a rainy day amount. For example, if you spent your budget on monthly rent and groceries, along with other essentials, but your boss requires you to buy a new uniform, you may not have the primary budget for that. Emergency funds will come into play and you will be able to spend without using a credit card. Emergency funds will help you avoid loaning out money you don't have. You shouldn't be spending this fund on things that you don't need, so make sure you keep note of that. Remember, this is an emergency fund. Number 2, spend less than you earn. This might sound obvious to you, but it is a rule that so many people break. And by breaking it, they are leaving their finances at risk. Some people will just use a credit card for everything. They find it convenient, but truthfully, it's only convenient until it isn't. Some people will spend everything they earn. This is what leads to living a paycheck to paycheck kind of life. This type of spending can be easily avoided, but because of all of the useless goods being advertised to make you feel excited, people are spending all of their money. Keep a budget, figure out what you need to spend on each month, and don't overspend that. Try to save a bit of cash at the end of the month. That should be your goal in life in order to save your finances. Number 1, pay yourself first. Unfortunately, many people plan on saving some of their money but claim they never got around to it. Even a solid budget will be knocked over by unexpected expenses each month. You will never know for sure how much you need to spend. There is a simple method that can be followed in order to help you out. It is called the 20-30-50 method of budgeting. 20% of your monthly earnings goes into some sort of savings, 30% goes into leisure, and 50% goes into monthly expenses such as rent. With the money you save, you should invest in something that will grow your money. This will assure your future funds and help you to avoid losing the value of your money. By thinking of how to spend less and earn more, you can be on your way to a wealthy life. Thanks for watching. While you are here, go ahead and click on one of these 2 videos on your screen. See you there.